It is a special Olivia's Wednesday in the Fox 43 kitchen. We got Chef Yanni, who's got things to say. We got Adrienne, and we are celebrating a mom today. We are getting ready to celebrate Mother's Day. Mom does not want to cook. I am telling you, Mom does not want to cook on Mother's Day. So what do you make?
Mom to mom, you're saying, talking to the moms out there.
I'm talking to all the moms. I'm talking to all the husbands. I'm talking to everybody. Mom doesn't want to cook.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to make a salmon imperial. So we got our salmons here. I'm going to cook this about 70% of the way because I'm going to be finishing it in the oven. So I got my sear going. And you know this, if you want a perfect sear, you better pat dry whatever it is you're trying to sear because that moisture is just going to get in the way of your perfect sear. So I pat dried my salmon and look at that beautiful golden brown crust we got. All right, now, it is a salmon imperial, so we're going to make some crab cakes. Get excited, okay? So, Justin, take a look at that crab meat right there. That's called colossal crab meat. That's the cream of the crop. That is the king of the crab meat. That is as expensive as it can go. That is as big as it can get, okay? So nothing but the best, as we say where we come from. So, now we're making crab cakes, Justin, over here now in this metal bowl, okay? I got that colossal crab meat. I got half a lemon going in here. Now, I'm going to put an egg in here, and I'm also going to put an egg yolk. The egg yolk is going to add some fat flavor. The whole egg is going to add some of that delicious fat flavor. It's also going to act as a natural binder for the crab itself. Now, of course, Chef Harry, these are his recipes after all. Guess what? He loves Old Bay, all right? Where he comes from, Old Bay is a delicacy. Old Bay going in our crab cakes as well as fresh parsley. If I can find a way to use fresh herbs, I will, people. Now, we need a little bit of mustard taste, a little bit of vinegar, if you will. I'm going to use a Dijon mustard, okay? 2 tablespoons here. And now, we need a little bit of panko breadcrumb just to bring the whole thing together so it stays solid, okay? That's going to go in there. Now, I'm going to be mixing this around, okay? Okay, once I mix this around, you see I'm trying to be delicate. I don't want to break up those giant crab lumps, okay? Because I want everyone to see those gigantic, colossal crab lumps, okay? So right here, this is now a delicious crab cake. If you think it's too loose, then you're going to add a little bit more breadcrumb. If you think you made it too much breadcrumb, add a little bit more mayo if you have to, okay? So I got my crab cake right here. Now, what that will look like when you form it is this right here. Look at that. Golden brown, okay? I got 30 seconds. We're going to have to push it here, people, all right? So look, here's what we do. That was the television magic crab cake, all right? I took it about 70% of the way, just like I'm doing with my salmon, all right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our salmon. We're going to take this crab cake, okay? They're going to come together in a beautiful way. Now, right here, this is imperial sauce, okay? Made up predominantly of mayo, lemon, and a little bit more egg yolk, okay? This is going to make like a delicious custard on top of this salmon. That's how it gets the name, the salmon imperial, because right here is the imperial sauce, okay? You only need a light layer on the top, but I want to completely cover the crab cake. Once this guy gets covered here, it's going to go right back in the oven. I got it at 400 degrees today, okay? Soon as everything here is golden brown, it is completed and it is ready to eat, okay? Which is perfect. We're putting it in the first segment because when we come back, I'm going to pull that bad boy out of the oven and she is going to be golden brown to perfection.
Okay, well, Adrienne and I just over here salivating at that whole thing. Holy guacamole, that looks delicious. We're going to have a lot more coming your way from the Fox 43 kitchen with that golden brown goodness and a delicious drink as well in just a little bit.